Hello and welcome to Non-Stop Wrestling Chat. My name is Barry and this is your Friday night Smackdown review. Sorry for the camera quality again, guys. I'm sticking with the better mic over the better camera and I'm going to buy a new camera, so can I update both at the same time. Anyway guys, let's just get into this review. The matches were okay. One or two really great matches on this card. There was only 4 and the segments were terrible. As always, the segments are really distasteful, eye-rolling, pretty bad, but let's just get into it. So we kicked off with Michael Cole in the ring. He introduced Matt Riddle, and we were taken back 2 weeks when Riddle got a win over AJ Styles. Cole was asking Riddle what it felt like beating AJ. I don't really know where this kind of came from. Then there was a terrible amount of talking that happened, guys, here. Then Cole asked why there was a lack of shoes for Riddle. Riddle started talking about swimming pool inside, snow outside, frostbite. Then Captain Boring came out to try and make it more interesting, Captain Boring being Baron Corbin. And it just didn't help at all. Apparently Baron Corbin can make matches now, so he came out, made a match between Matt Riddle and John Morrison. Riddle picked up the win, gave it 3.5 stars, guys. It was just on for about 15 minutes. This was a great match, really fun to watch. Both guys put on a great performance. Riddle was doing good on SmackDown, as he has been. Morrison, as always, putting on a really great show. Really great match. I would recommend you go watch this one if you can. After that, we had, I think AJ came out and he attacked Riddle for some reason. Obviously because he was talking about beating him. And then Drew Gulak came out, and then it was a match between Drew Gulak and AJ Styles. AJ picked up the win. I'm not mad about the Brian Zoom call. It did nothing for me, as you never really got the impression that he was actually watching the match at the time. But the AJ picking up the win, I gave this a 3 stars. It was a good match, but AJ was obviously going to win this. I didn't think that anybody else was going to pick up the win here, which I think they need to do a little bit more with Drew Gulak to kind of build him up to get him into that Intercontinental Championship picture. After this, we had Bayley and Sasha, Nikki and Bliss. This segment was terrible, guys. Bayley was talking about Taker, and yeah, it was really bad. I'm not even going to lie, guys. It was a terrible segment. Then we also had Nikki, who was then something about 300 and something in line for Queen of England or whatever, misappropriating cultures, but hey, the social justice outrage won't happen with that one. Guys, so then we went to, so after the terrible segment, they got a match for Bayley versus Alexis Bliss. Bayley wins via DQ. 1.5 stars. It was only on for just over 5 minutes. This was like a serviceable match, guys. It just really was nothing in it. It was boring. It was just there. And that's kind of what's been happening with Bayley for a while now, to be honest with you. Then we're on to the main event, which was Shinsuke Nakamura versus Kofi Kingston. I gave this one 2.5 stars, guys. It was good. There was something missing. It was just something missing. I really enjoyed the match, but there was something missing from it, and I think on the pay-per-view it's going to be a little bit of a better feel to that match, to be honest with you. So after that, the ring had a bar in it with a bartender, and it had booze, so it was okay. Yes, they know that Jeff Hardy used to have issues, alcoholism, drug. Sheamus is there. Sheamus was on the big screen. He had a drink in his hand. Was telling Jeff just to have a drink. Blah blah blah. It was really bad, guys. This was the Jeff story redemption thing. yeah, it just wasn't really good. And it's kind of eye-rolling and cringy TV, really is. Especially when they've made this mistake in the past. When you look at LOD, Legion of Doom, Road Warriors, whatever you want to call them, the one that they had with like the draws and the thing with the alcohol and drugs and stuff, and then you've got the Scott Hall segments in WCW, and wrestling's done these storylines before and they never work, and it also just lightens actual problems that people had. Yes, that segment was really cringe, guys. Overall, I gave the whole show, the whole SmackDown, 3 stars. If they cut out the terrible segments and put in maybe an extra match and done something a little bit more interesting, they could have probably got up to a 4 and it would have been one of the best shows of the week, but I give it 3 stars at the moment. Like I said, guys, the wrestling on this was really, really good. The segments are what keep pulling SmackDown down. The Jeff Hardy redemption story thing is getting a little bit stale. Like, he's not really winning matches. He is still losing at pay-per-views and he's still losing matches, which doesn't really make any sense if he's trying to be on a redemption story. It looks kind of like a sore spot for the Blue brand as well. It's like they're just picking at old kind of scabs. Everybody knows he's got these issues, and he's had these issues in the past. We all know about TNA with Sting and Jeff Hardy, that match. There's no need to keep bringing up the past. We get it. Like, just let it set and let the guy go out there and do what he does best. But yeah, it just kind of was eye rolling TV. The first hour of SmackDown, I would say, was good, apart from the opening segment. So the matches were good. The second hour just fell flat, and it was lacking something. Yeah, guys, like I said, overall 3. It was an okay show, nothing great, and yeah, I wouldn't really say it was anything in particular that would make me pick out, oh, this was a really great. Apart from John Morris and Matt Riddle, if you watched that match, that would be you for the rest of the. You should have switched it off because the segments were bad, everything else was pretty poor, and yeah, the Jeff Hardy thing I didn't like at all. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like and sub at the bottom of this video and for this channel. Go into the description, go to Twitter and Instagram, follow me there, and also don't forget to retweet any kind of things that I put up. I've got a chance for you to win some competitions coming up later, so the more you retweet, the more I'm going to be able to get those competitions up and running. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys.